This is AC. He is 7.5 months old. He is just in the secondary circular reactions phase and is moving into the coordinations of secondary circular reactions, but not quite there yet. As you can see, he's pretty interested in the toys and objects that are around him, just messing around with them. Even though there are a few people in the room that he hasn't seen before, he's interested in them, looking at them, which is from the secondary circular reactions phase, but he's also more interested in objects. Right here, his dad shows him a hammer, and he isn't really interested in it, but he is interested in some of the other objects around him as he reaches for this box and pulls it over and grabs the toy out of it. But right here where his dad shows him what to do with the hammer, it's a little more interesting to him. But when his dad gives him the hammer, he doesn't really know what to do with it, showing that he's not quite into the coordination of secondary circular reactions where he would be able to manipulate the hammer to interact with an object in front of him. So he just finds it enjoyable, interesting, and fascinating because his dad was playing with it. Right here you see that he's trying to move around and become more mobile, and he's working on crawling, and he can lay down and move closer to his dad. But when his dad moves away from him, as you'll see in a bit, he isn't able to follow him. So right here his dad scoots away from him a little bit more, and he lifts himself up a little bit and pushes forward, but just runs into a wall and can't get there. Right here we can see that he's able to stand as long as he has his dad there to help him, and he's pretty unstable, but as long as his dad's holding on, he can stand up. Here's one of his toys that he's more interested in, and you can see he moves it around a bit and plays with it and is exploring it and looking at it more, and stays interested in it longer than some of the other toys. Putting it in his mouth, and right here we can see that he's imitating an adult and talking and making noises. Right there he tries to stand up, but that's as far as he can get. Right here we see the spoons again, and he's still interested in them, which is consistent with the secondary circular reactions, and he's repeating his actions with the spoons because of his enjoyment with them that he has from putting them in his mouth and just playing with them. All throughout the time we were filming him, he was very interested in the camera, which shows his object orientation